On today's toy spot, we're going to be looking at the Justice League Morph gear, 2-in-1, and we're going to be looking at the Ultra Humanite. The Ultra Humanite was one of the first villains to be released for the Justice League toys, aside from the Battle Armor Lex Luthor. Why they just didn't package him on its own, I really don't know. They had to throw in a gimmick of sorts, and the gimmick is that he has a sled that turns into, or morphs into, a handgun. We'll get into that in a second. On the back of the packaging, you can see the picture of Ultra Humanite here. Hoverboard, blaster, 2-in-1, pass. But the other figures in this wave, we've got Batman, which really is just a slight paint repaint to the original Batman. They've just added green in his utility belt. We've got Green Lantern, we've got Flash, all with this morph gimmick, and then we've got deluxe versions of Flash and Superman. You'll see that they both come with, I don't know, just accessories. And the very cool, however, the Watchtower is also available. So there's packaging. There is packaging on Ultra Humanite. I won't actually open this package up because I actually have a loose Ultra Humanite. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at that. So stay tuned, guys. There's much more to come. Don't go anywhere. And so here we have Ultra Humanite. We'll get the gimmick out of the way first. As you can see, he's kind of got this weird red sled here. He's got pegs on his feet. You can peg his feet into the pegs here, and he's got a sled. Yes, you have to use some imagination, I'm afraid. The only thing I forgot really was the wings here. We'll bring out the wings. Oh, I'm glad I brought the wings out, because now it does look like a sled. No, it doesn't. But he does have a sled. You can take the same sled, kind of looks like Laserbeak with a missile head. But you can fold in the wings here, and you'll see this handle that I just retracted out. And if the sled wasn't cool enough, you can also give him a handgun. Because, you know, I've seen Ultra Humanite in the Justice League cartoon with this before, so it's nice that they included the gun. No, that's not true either. But he does fire it. You just press the top there. Get that out of the way because that's not really at all the reason why I bought this figure. I bought the figure because Ultra Humanite, surprisingly, was one of the first figures, like I said, released in the Justice League figure line. There's a bit of dust actually on the gold here. The figure looks pretty good, and I believe really aside from, I think the legs were utilized and the arms were utilized for the Gorilla Grodd, but as you can see, it looks pretty decent. Very interesting, very obscure looking character. Ultra Humanite was in the Injustice League episode. I believe he was in another episode too, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it was, but he's got these spikes that he's wearing. Pretty neat. It's interesting. I'm surprised actually that of all the villains, Ultra Humanite was one of the first to release. To me, I would think he was the most obscure, and the fact that they needed a new mold, I'm really surprised that they actually went and released him first. But he is neat though, and he's got articulation in the head. You can rotate the arms, you can bend at the elbow, and you can bend at the legs. You can't really do much with the waist just because of the way this is all on here. But a decent looking figure. I mean, it's not bad. I prefer the Gorilla Grodd more so, but I do like the fact that, and I do respect the fact that they released a Ultra Humanite in a figure. Certainly one of the most obscure of all the villains released. But that was a toy spot. Pretty quick, I know. It was a toy spot. Today we were looking at the Morph gear, the Justice League Ultra Humanite. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more Justice League reviews on the way. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Later.